Hi YouTube. It is September 13th, 2013, and I debated maybe not updating right now because not too much is happening, but I figured I want to keep this going, and even if there's just a little story to tell, then that's something, and it'll just help keep the momentum going. So, anyhow, I am on cycle number 7. Today is cycle day 9. I actually don't wake up knowing exactly what cycle it is, which is kind of nice, but I have been temping, so I don't even care to really upload a picture, but you get the idea. There it is. It's all up and down and all that stuff. But I'm thinking maybe that's because I do take some over-the-counter sleeping pills sometimes. I'm on kind of a crazy schedule. I have always been a night owl, and especially lately, I go to bed really late and then I sleep a lot later than I want to. So my goal is to be asleep by 1, 2 a.m. Sometimes the other night I didn't go to bed till 8 a.m. and I felt miserable the next day. So I think maybe the medicine has something to do with my weird temps. Anyway, I thought maybe I would just give a little more background on me and give you some more information. I did have something kind of interesting happened this week. If you're friends with me and cut down to pregnancy, you know a little bit more about it, but I feel like it's interesting for me to look back on as well. So I'll go ahead and get started. So I just wanted to update a little just on me and my husband and our family and the size of our families and how we've decided how many kids we want to have based on that. So my husband is an only child. It took his mom 2 months to conceive him, and I think she had 1 or 2 miscarriages before and after him also. So he's an only child. His dad died when he was 16, so he has a really small family. His mom doesn't have, oh no, his mom has 1 brother, but they're not close, and his dad had 1 sister, and she lives in New Jersey, and she's only ever with Brian's grandmother, and they kind of just stick to themselves. So he has a tiny, tiny family. And as for me, mine is a little bigger, but we're not as close as I would like to be. Just like extended family and whatnot. So I have 2 brothers. One is a twin brother, and he has cerebral palsy. And I mean, there's a whole debate on exactly how it could have, if it could have been lessened with us not staying full term and all that stuff, because apparently in the 80s they didn't really know that twins should come out earlier. So we went the full week. We went the full 40 weeks. We actually were late a week, which is crazy considering the circumstances. And my twins' umbilical cord was a lot thinner than mine. So from what I'm told through my family, it's called the steel something phenomenon. I don't know. But pretty much I got all the nourishment. He got a lot less. So, I mean, he's not in a wheelchair or anything, but like his muscle tone is definitely not where it should be. He lives in an assisted living house. He lives close by, so we do see him. He's happy. I think maybe just ignorance is bliss, and it's sad when I think about it and I start crying, like all the things that I've done that he'll never do, and that really sucks. But as long as he's happy, then I can deal with it. But it's shitty. And then I also have a half brother and a half sister. My half-sister is 3 years older than me, and she lives in California. She grew up in Oklahoma. I actually didn't even know that she existed until I was 15, and I met her when I was 15. I met her another time after that when I was in my early 20s. I was out in California for a business trip where she lives, so I saw her. I saw her again last September, or the September before, on a layover to Mexico. And then we actually had a trip, like all of us, my husband, me, her boyfriend, and we went to Napa. So that was awesome, and I love her. But we're not as close as sisters should be because we haven't known about each other. We didn't grow up together, so, the bond is there, but it sucks because the history isn't. And then I have a half-brother who is 17 or 18, and he lives with my mom. He is the only sibling that actually grew up with my mom the whole time. My parents got divorced when I was, how old was I? I was 11. So my mom left. And so me and my twin were 11. and my baby brother was 3 or 4. So this is the only kid she actually raised. But she conceived all of us very quickly. Me and my twin the first cycle. I'm pretty sure my older sister the first cycle. My younger brother the first cycle. And it took her, the longest it took her to conceive was 2 months with my younger brother when she was 36. So she doesn't understand what I'm going through at all. And she tries to say that she does, but there's no possible way. I even hate saying it, and it is what it is, and I don't agree with it whatsoever, but she has also had abortions. I don't know how many. I think there was definitely more than one, but my parents were never really that happy. I don't know why they stayed married as long as they did, but she had at least one, if not 2. I don't know if there were more, with my dad. So I have angel brothers and sisters, or who knows what, up in heaven with my little baby. So that sucks, but it is what it is. And I feel like a lot of what I have been through will make me an even better mother, because I kind of know more of the do's and don'ts. And I know firsthand how divorce affects a family. And I know that, my husband and I obviously are going to fight, and we need to keep it behind our closed bedroom door and not let it affect our children, because they need to just be happy and grow and thrive. So that's a little bit more about me. A little less personal, or I guess it is to me, but business-wise, my husband and I are open. I know I've touched about it a little bit, but my husband and I are opening up a craft beer bar, and we finally got our permit today, so we're really excited about that. So hopefully construction will start any day now, and we will be opening our bar hopefully in November. So today was a good day. And just as for me personally with TTC as of right now, I feel pretty good. I mean, of course it sucks. I can't think about, all the different stages of the first pregnancy because it was so damn short, and I can't think about that. I just can't. I mean, like, it's almost the middle of September. At the end of September is my brother's birthday, which also would have been when I would have been able to announce my pregnancy. It would have been the 2nd trimester, and I just won't do that to myself. So as for me, it's cycle number 7, and that's it. I can't just worry and wonder what if and all that. So I'm fine. I haven't cried about it. It's sad, but, it's happened to others much worse, much later on. And yeah, mine counts. I mean, I'm not taking away from my loss, but I feel like if I had to have a loss, I had, I guess, the best loss possible. So I'm just staying thankful for that. And then I had a whole issue this week with my insurance. I pay a lot of money for insurance. I have private insurance, and I got a bill from my OBGYN, and it was a lot of money. So comes to turn out, I got charged for my chemical pregnancy. So they charged me a lot of money for the first ultrasound when I was 4 weeks pregnant, and there was nothing there except showing the thickening of my uterine lining. And then I had another one to show my loss, which I didn't need because it was transvaginal. And, I mean, TMI, what have you, but there was so much blood on that we knew, I mean, I didn't need it. I don't even know why she did it. I feel like just to get some more money out of it. And I feel like after what I had been through, like, why bother, lady? It's not necessary. But she did it anyway. So I got charged twice for ultrasounds that were not necessary. And my health insurance didn't cover it because it wasn't routine. So apparently, if it's not later on, they don't cover it that early. And since it was, like, I didn't necessarily need to go for those appointments, they are not covered. Even how much money I'm paying, they're not covered. So I canceled my insurance the next day. All of it. I'm going to just get a regular insurance, not with them. I was with Florida Blue, who is supposedly the best in my state. And again, I was paying a lot of money for it. You don't expect to have a medical bill, which is pretty much the same amount as your health insurance. So I was paying all this money, which pretty much would have been going towards my labor and delivery. But I'm not going to do that. As long, God willing, that I have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy labor and delivery, I'm going to have a midwife, and I'm going to keep it as natural as possible. I might even do a home birth. My husband is actually on board with that right now. And I mean, months ago when we first started TTCing, he thought that was crazy, and now he doesn't. And I know if things go wrong, God forbid, that's why I'm debating a birthing center. There's one close to me that is part of a hospital, so that would be great. And it would be about $5,000 out of pocket for the best plan that a midwife has. And I think that's reasonable. That's for everything, including everything from the beginning of the pregnancy up until labor and delivery and postpartum. So that's fine. I don't mind paying for that, knowing that it actually goes to good people who care about my health and my baby's health, and not just wanting to give me ultrasounds on top of ultrasounds when I don't even need them. It didn't feel like, the first one I feel like she was doing me a favor and being all excited for me, but I didn't need it at all. And, you know, I discussed a little bit on my, I got my beta results back as I was, like, right after I lost the baby, and the nurse said, oh, it's a 10, and, oh, there's hope for you, but, you know, there wasn't. So, I mean, they just were so inefficient and sugar-coated things, and then the ultrasound. So I'm done with the doctor, and I never had good experiences with OBGYNs. I don't know why. I went to another one years ago where back before I knew anything really about the female body the way I should, you know, like, I feel like I went to her while I was approaching my fertile period, and I probably had a lot of EWCM, and she was like, oh, you have a lot of discharge. Let me give you some medicine. I'm not even kidding. She gave me medicine for my CM. I can't believe it. I just can't believe that. And that's all it was. I didn't have a UTI. It was my fertile mucus. I can't believe it. This video is getting kind of long. I like to keep them short because I know myself. Once they hit like 15 minutes, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, like, let's just talk about it later. I guess I was going to talk a little bit about my friend's bridal shower. It's actually becoming a little stressful, and I kind of don't understand why people have bridal showers, because, like, I asked her specifically, like, why do you want one? And she's like, to get presents. And I feel like that really sucks, because you're going to get a present for your wedding, and then for people in your bridal party, they're already paying for the dress, hair, makeup, shoes, your bachelorette party. So, like, I love this girl like my sister, and she already offered to help me throw my baby shower one day, but I just think it's crazy to have a bridal shower, and now I'm trying to plan this with 6 other girls and the mother of the bride, and I'm going crazy. So maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more, but I just want to give a quick update. Hope all is well with all of you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.